Oh. Hi there, Manny Matthews from the Stratford and District Chamber of Commerce. Since the early 2000s, Spencer Hyde has been involved in racing, but things really changed for Hyde Racing a few days ago with a big win. And Spencer Hyde winning $100,000 at the World Series of Pro Mod, and Spencer Hyde is with us today. Congratulations, Spence.
Thanks, Eddie. Really appreciate it.
Last few days have been pretty much no sleep, I bet, because you've either been celebrating or traveling back from down south.
Yeah, it's not a lot of sleep for sure. We had a very busy week down in Bradenton, Florida. Started testing the car last Monday. Tested Monday through Thursday. It was hot. We worked crazy hard, changing the car setup every day, every run, just to try and find the right package. And I guess it all paid off in the end, but my guys and myself are pretty wore out right now.
I bet you. For those that haven't heard or even seen the incredible video of the race, tell us what the celebrations are all about and how fast you went to win this.
Celebrations were a lot of fun. Like I said, you work at something that hard and you got to enjoy it. You got to enjoy the win. And we did, but honestly, it was crazy. It's still overwhelming. I'm not even really sure it's sunk in yet. The World Series of Pro Mod is the biggest Pro Mod race to ever happen. And we were definitely not a favorite going into it. I don't want to say we were an underdog, but we were probably underestimated. We've had lots of success up here in Canada, but racing down in the US is a totally different game. And every big name in drag racing was on the list. And, we luckily got invited, very last minute. And the guys worked hard to get the car together and go. And we qualified Saturday night. In the last spot, there were 61 cars there. It was a 32 car field. We qualified on the 32nd spot by 1/1000th of a second. And Sunday we, drove it all the way to the winner's circle. So pretty incredible.
So what were the speeds and the time?
We actually ran a career best run in the final against Kurt Stedde. We went 3.64 seconds at 205 miles an hour. That's the eighth of a mile, so 660 feet.
Long ways from the junior dragsters, eh?
Yeah, that's for sure.
I'm glad you said we should congratulate the team. You might have been the guy behind the wheel, but how many make up this amazing team?
Yeah, I'm the lucky guy that gets to drive the car, but it's not possible without, I got an amazing crew. Not to mention, most of them are volunteers. These are, a couple buddies from high school, some good race friends. My uncle Ron, who's been helping me since day one, so 2006, he unfortunately couldn't make it. We weren't in this race until like 4 weeks ago, and he asked me if we were going to get in, and I told him no. So he booked a trip to Jamaica with some friends, and so they were all watching down there from Jamaica. But my crew is second to none, especially for being volunteers. We're racing against teams that have $500,000 payrolls, that spend $1 million a year. We are not even remotely close to that. And to go out there and run with these guys and beat them all it's very overwhelming.
Yeah, mom and dad were there, I hope.
Mom and dad were there. We actually had a great support crew down there from a bunch of people up here. I had a bunch of longtime sponsors down there. Greg and Tara Ramshire, Ray and Patty Wilhelm were there. Andy and Karen Gibb from town here. So it was awesome.
Okay, I got to ask you this one too, because Mom was doing this a long time ago. She's still making sandwiches for the crew?
No, we promoted her to social media advisor. So
that's great. Hey, what's the feeling? You must get asked this a million times. What's the feeling being strapped into this rocket and going that fast?
It's, I've gotten used to it now. I've made hundreds of runs, but every time you strap in, first of all, you're taking a risk. These things are very dangerous. the safety equipment has come a long ways, but you know, your heart pumps no matter when you get in, no matter what situation. It's a lot of fun. They pull over 3.5 G-forces when they leave the starting line. So, you know, it's a rush for sure.
Yeah. What is it about this area, about the Stratford area, that produces these type of drivers? Because you think of the Hessians, the Blows, and others, and even your sister was racing for a while and doing pretty well.
Yeah, I don't know. Stratford's always had a really strong drag racing background, and I don't know if it's because there's 3 racetracks that have kind of triangulated Stratford for, you know, going back to the 50s, with Grand Bend, St. Thomas, and Cayuga. Stratford's drag racing just goes deep. There's a ton of guys here, like, you know, like you said, you know, Wiki, Jim McCann, Scott Wildgust, you know, there's tons of them, but we're fortunate to have a drag racing community, and that's you know, that's the reason that the Stratford Spectacular has always gone over so well in Grand Bend and St. Thomas. Like, all of the local businesses have supported that race for so many years, and that's because of all the local racers know all these people and all these businesses. It's, you know, it's pretty cool.
They're not just there to listen to Jerry Reynolds sing, you know that.
Well, you never know. I mean, he's pretty good.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? This is pretty awesome considering the season is still pretty early in the season, is it not?
Yeah, this is the first race of the season. And like I said, we weren't even invited. This was an invite only deal. I really didn't think we were going to get in because, like I said, they only invited the top guys. And, you know, I knew we'd be close to the top of the list, like getting in, but, you know, I was kind of a bubble guy. And when I got the call, we were not even close to ready because we weren't planning on going out to the beginning of April. So we worked our butts off just to get the car ready to go. And I had to stop on the way down to Florida at a buddy's shop to put my engines together because I didn't have parts, and it was crazy, but we got there and we worked hard and we got it done.
Yeah. So now that you've got this celebration done, when's the next race? How long before the next race?
We're heading to North Carolina, March 30th. So that's the first PDRA race. It's called Professional Drag Racing Association. And we're going to run 6 of their 8 events this year, starting in Benson, North Carolina.
This is awesome. Hey, and you did a nice job mentioning some of the sponsors, but this is a pricey sport to be in. And aside from your team, hard time racing without sponsors, right?
Yeah, that's for sure. And I've had a bunch of guys, a lot of guys we do business with here in town that have just, you know, always been interested and always supported us. And, you know, the list is probably about 15 deep, but you got, you know, Orr Insurance and Summers Generators and Jordan Mechanical and Wilhelm Concrete, R&R Sand and Gravel. I'm missing a bunch here, but
well, we'll direct them to the website because what's the website and how can we find it if we're going to be watching? If we can't make it down, can we watch you online, or is it going to be televised, or what?
Yeah, so there's a link on our website, hydeconstruction.com, but the best way to follow us is on Flow Racing, FLO Racing.com. They do a live feed at all these events. It is a subscription deal. I think it's $20 a month or something like that, but there's a lot of coverage, and it's more than just drag racing. There's all kinds of motorsports and other sports on there as well. So
congratulations again. This is amazing news, and boy, just to see you grow through this over the years. I remember having you on when you on the radio when you and Sid were just starting in junior dragsters, and to see this is fantastic. So congratulations. Go and get some rest. I hope you can get some rest.
Thanks, Eddie. And once I get caught up on invoicing here at work, I'll need to go have a nap.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Spencer Hyde joining us. I'm Eddie Matthews from the Stratford and District Chamber of Commerce. Thanks for watching.